Am I live? Just going to wait for some peeps to join. It's been a while. I'm just going to sit here, smoking my cig, drinking my coffee. Ah, Tabby Wabby. Hello, beautiful. How are you doing? I love the pink hair. I can just see a little tiny icon. That's definitely you, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Oh, you were the Taurus. Oh my God, should I not have said that out loud? I hope you've not got me on loud. Did I just fuck up there? Please tell me you've got headphones in. Please tell me you've got the fucking headphones in. Oh, he's at work, thank God. Oh, dear. Oh, thank you, sweetheart. Yeah, I do scrub up okay, I guess. Do you know what, though? My eyes keep watering like crazy today. I'm not sure if it's my mascara or what, but they just won't stop watering. Christy Stevens, hey! Hey, Lady Aruna, how's it going? Oh, it's brilliant to see you guys in the room as well. I swear to God. I missed you as all. I have. Yeah. I really have. Oh, come on. Anybody else who's in the room, pop up. Let me know who's here. Yeah, I'm okay. I'm okay. Yeah. Tired, but good. Georgia! Ooh! My God, how much I love your new hair dye and style, baby. Thank you, baby girl. Ashla, hello, sweetheart. Oh, you came from, what? Came from a party or going to one? No. This was just for you. For all of you. I've got to look half decent when I come on camera now, don't I? I'm getting older, you see. I've got, you know, the bags under the eyes and the crow's feet, and it's, you know, the older I'm getting, it's sort of like, yeah, okay, we've got to start wearing more makeup. For when I go on camera, at least, because the camera shows everything. Do you know what? I did some private readings yesterday and didn't put any makeup on. I think I actually sent one of them to Georgia, and I could just see myself in the camera, and I was like, damn it, why did I not put any makeup on? So I thought to myself, right, when I go live on Monday, Funday, there's no way I'm going on YouTube without any makeup on. Oh, Georgia, I was so happy for my reading last night. I was like, Jesus, she got everything in it. Oh, thank you, Georgia, for the feedback. It's always welcome. It is always welcome. It really is. Oh, you would say that. You would say that because you're fucking biased, Georgia. No, I appreciate the compliment. I really do. It's nice to know KK's still got it going on. Whoop, whoop. So, you guys, listen. It's been a while since I've like been on into it. So, God, my eyes won't stop watering, you know. I think it's a change in the weather. It's so cold here at the moment. I literally went to my mum's earlier because I had to take my daughter to like we've got applying into, it's literally one of the best schools regionally for us. And she went to like this assessment, and it was like a test to see what level she's at educationally. There's loads of different ways that she can get different sort of factors that get her into the school. She's not guaranteed, but I've got my fingers crossed. You know, I'm so proud of her anyway. But I was there this afternoon, and like I had to go pick up my son from my mum's, Charlie, and I literally got out the car, and the weather had just turned like that, just so quick, from me getting in the car, driving to my mum's, and then getting out of my mum's, and it was like, oh my God, it's fucking Baltic. I was literally shaking by the time I got out of the car. It just changed that quick. It's literally freezing. I've got my heating on like full whack just to keep my tootsies warm. So yeah, it's literally freezing. I'm wondering if that's why my eyes are watering. Maybe it's the dry heat. I don't know. From radiators. Yeah. How did I decide to change my hairstyle? Funny story. Well, I was having a clear out, in the cupboards, and I emptied a cupboard, got rid of loads of paperwork. I used to like shred your old mail and shit. And I found a pack of 100% human dark hair extensions in the back of the cupboard, brand new in the fucking packet. And I remember buying them before I did Brave the Shave. Was it last year? Yeah, last year. And I thought to myself, well, I can't fucking put them in while I'm fucking blonde, can I? And I thought, I'm not wasting them. I can't even believe I've wasted them for a year and they've just been sat in the back of my pissing cupboard. So, yeah, I thought, fuck it. And I went and bought a hair dye to match the extensions. How fucked up is that? But I like it. I like it. I can't deny it. Oh, dear. Hello, Nancy. Thank you, my sweetheart. So, yeah, that to answer George's question, that's how I ended up going into dark hair. Auntie D, praise Jesus, there's my girl. Likewise, Auntie D. Oh, thank you. Morticia Adams. Oh my God. Really? Hey, she is damn hot. I don't care what anyone says. Somebody says I look like Morticia Adams. What was her name? Angelica Houston. Back in the day, yeah. Yeah, I'm good with that. I'm good with that. Thank you, Triple Gemini. How's it going, girl? Krista. Hey, Krista. Hello, Marcus. Yo, yo, yo. How's it going? Seriously, I tell you why I love these Monday Fundays. And it's I tell you why I love you guys as well, because I know literally about 70% of you are from the States, and you're literally like giving up. I'd assume for some of you it's like your work or your tea time just to come on Monday Funday. Because like here in the UK it's like 9 o'clock in the evening. Hey Carol, thank you, darling. Thank you. So yeah, I'm just having my fag and my coffee and we're gonna get stuck in. I've got some exciting things this evening. I have. Because what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the Monday Funday. And then as soon as I'm finished here, after the Monday Funday, I'll be going live again on a new stream. And I'm going to get the earth signs out the way. I'm going to do fire and air tomorrow through the day. So for many of you, it'll probably be early afternoon or morning when you get yours, especially if you're in the States. So yeah, that's what's going to happen tonight. I'll do earth tonight, fire and air tomorrow. Water signs are already out, so if you've not got yours for this month, go check it out. So yeah, yes, Tabby, I'm going to be doing Taurus tonight. It'll be done. Hey, Punya. I'm really good, thank you. How are you? Auntie D, I'm actually out of work for the next 3 weeks, so I get to be here for Monday Funday. Well, still, you had getting up your tea time and your dinner time to be with me. So, yeah, you guys, I'm going to be doing a bit of a quiz in a bit. As usual, I'm going to do it the same way that I always do. So, I think I'm going to allow 5 to go through today. Have 5 winners. We'll do 5 questions. And it'll be usual rules. Question 1, first person to get it right. Question 2, second person to get it right. Question 3, third person, and so on and so on. So I think that's just the fairest way that I can sort of do it. And obviously, if you end up having a reading, but you actually land on a winning spot on the next one, it'll just go to the next one down. And I think those are the fairest rules that I can have. So, yeah. Nancy Lucci, we're having Thanksgiving this week in the US. Oh, happy Thanksgiving to my US friends across the pond. I always forget it's Thanksgiving before Christmas, isn't it, for you guys? Yeah. Georgia, can I ask something, dear? Of course you can. Yeah, Tabby, gobble, gobble. What do you want to ask me, Georgia? Ask me anything. Just wait for Georgia to ask. So, yeah, we'll do that quiz in about 10 minutes. 5 or 10 minutes. Georgia, will you ever choose someone to get a free reading? In what way, Georgia? What do you mean? I do give free readings out. It's not very often. I give the odd free. Well, I give the freebies on the Monday Funday evening, and then there are a few exceptions occasionally. But yeah, what do you mean? I suppose it all just depends on time, I guess. But yeah, I just want you to sort of elaborate a bit more. Punya, I took your advice about not holding back and went for it, and we've been dating for like 2 weeks now. Fucking get in, Punya! I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it. God knows why you kept pulling your send back from the guy, because we both know you had the hots for him. Well, not that you told me, but your cards fucking did. So, yeah, nice one, Punya. Right, Georgia, I mean like a competition stuff, because many people do it, not Monday Funday. Oh, right. Yes, I do have a competition on at the moment, actually. The only thing is, though, I mean, it's a lot like my other competitions. It's not exactly 100% free. I sort of, people get a piece of me in the monthly readings, and a few get a piece of me during the Monday Fundays, you know, for nothing really. And then I do get emails from people, and I have to stress, I can't uptake every single email I get that is in really dire straits and can't afford a reading but really needs one. I do get them occasionally, and I allocate at least one a month that I can do for free, which I have been doing for a long time now. There are people who have had freebies off me that'd tell you. I've also had competitions before now, and a few of these guys that are actually in the chat have also won those competitions and got their readings. But as far as the actual competitions go, it's not completely free, because I do feel like I can give myself out in other ways as well. But oh yeah, I did the birthday reading as well for Punya. Yeah, well, yeah, it's the. I'll go into that in a minute, Punya. I'll explain that one to people in a minute, because it is something that if people ask, I'll do it. It's not something I really advertise. But like I was saying about the competition, I have got one on actually this month, and I did advertise it the other day on the channel. So if you haven't watched that video, go watch it. But basically, I've dropped all the 20-minute readings. They are pre-recorded only, but I've dropped all the 20-minute readings to just £10. And for everybody that purchases a 20-minute reading for £10, gets an automatic entry into a prize draw. And I'm going to go live and do this draw at the end of the month on the 30th. And the first person that gets drawn randomly wins a 40-minute reading, for, you know, and that is free. So, yeah, if anybody does want, you know, an entry into that draw and also get a 20 minutes for on the cheap, I suppose, in the meantime, then, yeah, get those in. You can email me and I'll get those booked in for you. But, yeah, so that's kind of what I'm doing at the moment. But, yeah, I do sort of I always say, like, especially if you're like in the tarot business, obviously we've still got, us tarot readers got bills to pay, but at the same time, I think you've still got to find a way to give back for your gifts. And, you know, that's sort of why I do these Monday fun days. And I also do, you know, because the thing is, I think what people need to remember as well, and I'm really glad Georgia brought it up so that I could get onto this topic, because like I was saying before about people who do email me, who do say, you know, I'm really in dire straits, this is really, really bad, blah, 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 blah. You know, I think I have rules around it, you see. That's why it's sort of limited to sort of 1 or 2 a month, really. I do have rules around it. For one, it's literally, whoever sends me these emails, it's literally got to be a completely hopeless situation. And, you know, my heart's got to go out to them, because if I tap into their energy, which I can do at any time without even coming face to face with them, and something doesn't sit quite right, or it's, you know, something silly like love, when they've got much, much, much more important things to be concerned about. But no, we want to know about love. If I'm having a free reading, I want it about love. You know, it takes the piss a little bit, you know, and it sort of takes kindness for weakness, and I don't really like that. So, you know, for those that really are in a mess and they do email me, my heart totally goes out to them, then fuck yeah, I'm gonna record and send them a reading. But like I say, it's just not that often that I can do that. Some, you know, I can end up putting people on waiting lists, and they could end up waiting for a good month or 2, you know what I mean? So that's why I try and say to people, look, I've got really, really, really cheap readings as well. If you want to take it up, fair enough. Otherwise, I can speak to you next month. You know what I mean? I sort of have to do it like that. So, but I'm just throwing that out there. It's not a system that can be taken the piss out of, because I can tap into it and find out. You know what I mean? That's just the way I roll. That's the way it should be. So yeah, anyway, moving on about this quiz. I think I'm going to get started in a minute. And we're going to do it with the tarot as well, so you guys can also not only get your cogs turning about the tarot, or should I say your tarot education, because that's what the quiz is going to be based on, but also for those that aren't exactly tarot savvy and just like to come on YouTube for the readings, teach them a few new things about the cards as well, which I suppose knowledge sticks. It helps you out with future readings, whether it be from me or anyone else. So yeah, Georgia, you do the best one, and trust me, the only one who gives us 1 question reading. Well, I thought there were other readers on YouTube that do 1 question readings. I'm sure there are. I'm pretty sure it's not just me. Because them 1 question readings are bloody popular. I must get at least 1 every day come through, at least. Because they're only a £5. But yeah. So anyway, you guys, I'm going to do this tarot quiz. So we'll do it 1 by 1. So we'll do the first question. Whoever gets it right, we'll read for them there and then. And then after that, we'll move on to question 2. They're too expensive and lying. Well, that's a bit... I don't think everybody on YouTube's a liar, but yeah. The one, Mama, is that a wig or a weave? It's a weave, girl. It's a weave. Auntie D, but we love you. Oh, I really do appreciate the bias. I do. I tell you what, though, I've never known a group of subs that stick by me with the amount of absences I've been having just lately. I think it's so wonderful. I really do. I think that's how I know you guys really do appreciate me. And that's what puts me off walking away from this completely. Because I must admit, sometimes I do get really overwhelmed. I mean, it's like I went on holiday to Greece. I had such a lovely time. And then when I came back, oh, good God, my poor granddad. He lost so much weight in a week. And it was really noticeable. And he's just constantly losing weight now. So, and I had a really tough day today. I'm just going to give you an example of just how sort of drastic things have got this side. Like just, I mean, I'm not, I don't really like to be an open book, but I think some things need to be said so that you guys can sort of better understand my absences. Because I don't want you thinking, oh, I'm just being lazy, or, you know, I'm putting personal readings first. Don't get me wrong, I have been doing that. But my personal life's been that chaotic. I think I owe you guys an explanation. So I'll just give you an example of my day to day. And this is how it is all the time, okay? So this morning I took my kids to school. And then I had to go round to my granddad's, do the usual, made him his cup of tea, waited for the carers to come and stuff like that, because we've had to get him carers in. Constantly on the phone to carers, financial assessments, hospitals, because he's hard of hearing. I have to handle all his calls, you know, and stuff like that. And today we had a funeral directors come round because he wanted to pay for his funeral, and I had to be there to help him. And we had to go through everything, and we had to go through, like, you know, it's the songs that he wants, the hymns that he wants, and stuff like that. And by the time I walked away from it, I was so deflated, you know, more than anything, just deflated. And it does it, you know, it's stuff like that. And I have to deal with this kind of stuff pretty much, if not on a daily basis, every other day. And it's just getting harder and harder as time goes on. So I think the best thing I can do at this stage is just to ask for your guys' patience while we're all going through this as a family. You know what I mean? And, you know, bugs around left, right and centre. My Charlie's got yet another sick bug. And I think I'm, you know, sick to the back teeth of it. But, yeah, it just seems to be one thing after another at the moment. And I'm just trying to cope with it as best as I can. So if I'm not always on YouTube, I think I just appreciate that patience, which you guys do give me. And I really appreciate that. I really, really do. So, yeah. Punya, shucks, okay, sending you lots of love. Thank you, Punya. I think I need it right now. I know that my good friend Bob from San Francisco has been sending me a lot of Reiki just lately. And, man, I've been feeling it. I think that's probably, I've probably got Bob to thank, actually, just for keeping me going. I swear I'm waking up every morning with energy that I probably just shouldn't have. So, yeah, it's just one of those things, isn't it? Nancy, just getting used to looking so fab like a new woman. Thank you. I actually did need a bit of a makeover, you guys, if I'm honest. I was letting myself go a little bit. I sort of came back holiday and I was like, oh yeah, I've got a really, really nice tan, but I look fucking aged. I was like, something's got to change. I've got roots coming through with the blonde hair. I was like, no, scrap this shit. Found some extension in the back of the cupboard. There's my excuse. Dye my hair to match the extensions. So then, you guys, I'm going to pick a random card. Let's get stuck into this quiz and just get it done. There's going to be 5 of you tonight. And I know Clive's in the room. Hey, Clive. My wonderful chat moderator, as long as everyone's behaving, Clive shouldn't need to step in, but just FYI, if there is any, you know, bad language or bicker, you know, I'm the only one that's allowed to swear in it. I'm kidding. But, you know, like, if there's any bad vibes or anything like that, Clive's definitely there on standby, and he's also there to answer questions. If you've got any questions about the channel, if you need email addresses, if you need any other information to get readings or anything like that, if I don't see it straight away, Clive normally does, and he can sort it out. So, and that's why I love Clive to bits, because he helps me and he keeps my channel in check when I go live, at least. So yeah, anyway, I just need to blow my nose, you guys. I'm full of cold. Probably why my eyes watering. Normally though, when my eyes water, I've got hay fever. I'm like, how can I have hay fever when it's fucking Nash out there? Alright. I think I'm ready. Right, I'm going to pick a random card. Random. See, even I can't see. Here we go. Let's pick a random card. And I'm asking a question about the card. So it could be anything to do with the imagery or the meaning. And whoever gets this first question right wins the reading. So it's the first person to get this question right wins. Don't forget. Second question, second person wins. Third question, third person to get it right wins. And we just move down the list, okay? So I've got a card in front of me. Are we ready to do this? Pop up, everyone. Say yes, 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 yes. Just let me know you're all ready. Oh, dear. Hoo-ha. We're ready. Right then. First question. I'm just looking at the card to see what question I'm going to ask. If I said the keyword sulking to you guys, sulking. The keyword for this card, don't forget, the cards can have many, many different keywords. But if I said sulking, someone sulking, what card have I got in my hand? Someone sulking. And when I say, you know, if people don't know what the word sulking means, it means being mardy, you know. Right. We have agreed between me and Clive that moderators can take part in the quiz, but not necessarily win. Clive gets his readings from me anyway, but the next person down to get that right was Stephanie Cummins. Stephanie, you've won your first reading. It was indeed the 5 of Cups. There you go. So, Stephanie, you've got a 1-question reading live here on YouTube. So all I need off you, darling, is your sun sign and a question, or you can tell me to roll with it. Hey, trying harder. I missed you too, darling. Just waiting on Stephanie to come back. Capricorn, roll with it. Let's go. Stephanie Cummins, Capricorn female. What information do you have for Stephanie? What messages do you have for Stephanie Cummins? Capricorn female. I've got the Chariot in the reverse. The 5 of Swords in the reverse. The Queen of Wands in the reverse. The 6 of Wands in the reverse. A lot of reversed cards here. The High Priestess in the reverse. What's covering that High Priestess? The Knight of Swords. Right, I'm just going to pull out to you, Stephanie. Then we'll throw you an Oracle card as well. Right, I've got the Attraction card. I'm not entirely sure this is anything to do with love. I suppose it could be if you're travelling to love. I've got an issue with, is this a vehicle? Could be a car, but I feel like it's a car, but could be any other mode of transport. I've got a vehicle breaking down or transport breaking down, whichever one it is that you use. This feels like it could be work, okay? I mean, I've got no pentacles, so I wouldn't have outright said work, but yeah, it could be. Because obviously I've got wands here, so yeah, this is like related to actions, so yeah, it could be. especially if you've got quite a physical job where you're not exactly stuck in an office. But yeah, I've kind of got sort of like a vehicle breaking down. And it's something, basically what Spirit's saying with the Five of Swords is you can't walk away from it. You can't walk away from it, which is going to piss you off. So you're going to end up getting stuck, basically. So I suppose if it's to do with work, you're not going to actually finish when you think you're going to finish. And it's on a specific day. It's on a specific day where you've got plans in the evening. That's what I'm picking up. So I don't know if you sort of made arrangements one day after working, maybe in the next week or two. If you have, I think you might want to maybe try making provisions in case of a possible delay. I can see being extremely pissed off as the Queen of Wands. That's the way you've kind of come across. I'd hope to finish something before Christmas. Okay. You might not. You might not. I've just got you being extremely angry here. I mean, the Queen in the reverse, she's like the worst characteristics of someone, you know, but she's been pushed into being that way. It's not that she's naturally that way. She's pushed into being that way. Something happens that riles her up to the max. You know, that is just characteristics of, yeah, the bitch from hell, but she's got a very, very, very bad fucking temper, but she's also got reason to be like that. So, and I've kind of got the Six of Wands in the reverse, and this is sort of, I mean, if we look at textbook keywords, we could say lack of recognition, lack of, I want to say lack of appreciation. You know, it's almost like, yeah, okay, this happens. You've got no choice. You've got to stick with it. You can't just walk away from it. This is going to drag on much longer than you anticipated. But I've got some serious ungratefulness going on as well. A lack of appreciation for the fact that you are sticking it out. And I'm wondering if that fuels this bad temper as well. But the High Priestess is with the Knight of Swords. That's what covered it here. So I definitely want to say, listen, this will end eventually. It's just not going to end or finalise when you want it to. So yeah, if it's this work problem, expect to work it over Christmas or finish it on the other side of Christmas. I just see it sort of delaying some sort of plans you've made, and they're important plans as well. You know, in your personal time, it interferes with your personal time. That's kind of what I'm seeing. I suppose forewarned is forearmed, and I think it's Spirit's obviously just wanting you to know so that you don't maybe offer your son out when you can't afford to, because there is still that possibility that you could be held back in some way. And I'm seeing some sort of breakdown in transport as well, which is really hard for me to kind of overlook. So whether it's breakdown of a car, or I don't think it's a car crash. I mean, I don't know, maybe someone could, I don't know, bumper, I suppose. I'm not really seeing sort of physical problems with it or anything like that, but I'm definitely seeing something being wrong with a vehicle. So yeah, it was great. I wanted to go home, but I don't think I will be. Yeah, unfortunately. So at least you can start making provisions for that now, though, Stephanie. Like I say, forewarned is always forearmed. And I do wish you all the best regardless, even though it's sort of bad news. But at least you can do something with that. Right then. Maybe, Pete, you know, whoever you were supposed to be going to see can come and see you. Right then. Moving on, you guys. Let's take a look at the next question. Right then, let's take a look. So again, let's do a random card, and this time it's the second person to get this question right. The second person down to win this, to get this right, wins a reading. So random card, and let's ask some questions about it. Okay. So I'm going to do keywords again. So if I said to you guys, I'm going to say a keyword about this card that I've got right here. The second person to guess exactly the card wins the reading. So if I said the words inconsistent, what card have I got in my hand? And you guys know I use that word a lot in my readings, especially when I have this card. So say the word inconsistent. What card have I got in my hand? And I'm looking for the second person in the chat to get this right. I want a specific card. Inconsistent, as in inconsistent behaviour. I'm still looking for the right answer. Keep going, you guys. Keep going. I'm looking for the second answer. The second person to guess it right. Oh, you guys are so close. I can see one right answer. No, I haven't got a right answer. I thought I did. I haven't. No, I've still not got one right answer yet, so I can't even look for the... No, keep going. Inconsistent. I've spoken many, many a times in my readings about inconsistent behaviour, and it's always attached to a specific card. I thought you guys would have got this one. Maybe I should like easing this up a little bit for you. Do you want a clue? Or do you want to keep guessing? Do you want a clue? Or do you want to keep guessing? I'm just going to have a fag while I'm waiting. You want a clue? Okay, okay. Right. It is a knight. But which one? Okay, stop, you guys. Stop, stop, stop. You've all clocked on now. Right, stop, stop. Let's see who's got... Right, the first person to get it right, actually, was Georgia. The second person to get it right was Trying Harder. Trying Harder, you've just won your centre reading. I've got the Knight of Wands. Trying Hardy there, girl. But everyone give Georgia a round of applause because she was the first person to get it right. So she still gets a round of applause. Well done, Georgia, for being the first one. The rules are the rules. Second person to get it right was Trying Harder. Trying Harder, are you there? There she is. Aries, love, please. What? Let's do it. Let's put that down for a sec. So, Aries, Trying Harder, Love Inquiry. Love Inquiry for Trying Harder. What messages do you have regarding love? The Aries. Now let's find out. Okay. Seven of Wands in the reverse. The Page of Wands. The Hierophant in the reverse. The Eight of Swords. The Eight of Cups in the reverse. Do I need to go further? One more. The King of Pentacles. Trying harder, are you connected to an earth sign? I mean, I would say Taurus, because I've got the Hierophant here, and the King of Pentacles tends to be a Taurus, but I suppose it could be any other earth sign as well. I've got keep an open mind. Soulmate differs from usual type and expectations. What was that? Stay optimistic about your love life. An older gentleman, right? Okay. Right then, let's look. Let me focus. So, I've got a very, very backwards and forwards kind of thing going on here, okay? Whoever this guy is, definitely a bit of a workaholic. But he's comfortable with that. I want to say he's too comfortable. He's set in his ways. And he is not usual type, hence the keep an open mind card. You know, it like whenever I see that card, and I have mentioned it before, you know, like how it says, your soulmate may differ from usual type and expectations. And if I was right in what I was saying, this guy's Taurus, very fucking stubborn. That I'd explain it. So different, yeah. Very different to what you used to. The only problem with it is that there isn't really any commitment at the moment, with the Hierophant being in the reverse, and I suppose that's what maybe we're struggling with at the moment. And I kind of want to say maybe he's more committed to his work and his sort of own lifestyle than you. Even if it is a relationship, if you know what I mean, there's still that sort of tug of war going on over time, I suppose. He's new, yeah. It's just difficult for him to commit. I think that's the right way I want to say this, is that it's difficult for him to commit because of how stubborn and set in his ways he is. Don't get me wrong. I'm looking at the Page of Wands and I'm sort of like, this is humble pie. This is humble pie for sure. When I say humble pie, I basically mean he recognises that emotionally you'd suffer a little bit because of how he is. But that connection is still there. And I think if you were asked, if you have got it in your mind, he gets very aloof. He may not be very consistent with you, but he's set in his ways. So obviously he's a little bit sort of too work focused. You're sort of wondering maybe, does he even have feelings for you? I'd definitely say it's growing. And I say that because the Eight of Cups is in the reverse. And I think, especially with you mentioning that this is so new, you know, because in textbook, say if I was reading for and you've been in a relationship with him already, or you've been on and off with him for a while now, I could sort of say, well, from his perspective, yeah, he's not able to give up on you just yet, you know what I mean? But considering it's so new, I think this is just an indication to say it's growing, but he's got a different way of expressing his feelings. He's a bit more practical, I want to say, as opposed to emotional. The emotions are still there, so he's not maybe as dry as you initially think he is. It just takes him maybe like a little bit more time for him to sort of what the hell's this pop up on my screen? Just takes him a little bit more time, I suppose, to actually sort of acknowledge or recognise his feelings. But I definitely say for you, it looks like they're growing slowly but surely. I don't know. I just kind of want to say to you, you're in your head a little bit too much with the Eight of Swords. And I see this card. There is no need for you to be in your head, and I'll explain why. Because the message is in the card. Look, she's got the blindfold on. She's refusing to see reality for what it really is. She'd rather stay trapped in her own thoughts, which the swords represent. You know, like a cage, like a mental cage. But here, look, there's a gap in the swords. There's a gap in the swords. She can easily cut those bonds and walk through it and get out of her head. But she chooses to stay in this position. Don't get me wrong, it's not as drastic as, say, trapped as in the devil kind of energy. That's a little bit more physical entrapment. This is mental entrapment. This is sort of being over-analytical, constantly overthinking things. You know, if a message is sent or a word is sent, and it's over-analysing it way too much. Way too early as well, I want to say. The key here is to stay optimistic about your love life. It does say positive thinking. Remember, we're on the sort of context of thoughts. Positive thinking and faith is going to bring you romance. I think you should just enjoy this for what it is at the moment. I really do. And try not to wind yourself up too much. And just enjoy it for what it is. Much older, not sure to go forward or not. Yes, way too much and early. Yeah, I think you should be able to enjoy this as opposed to panicking about this. So yeah, I definitely think it's not that it's got some level of protection, but you've definitely got a connection for this sort of soulmate kind of card to come out, saying your soulmate may differ, and this guy definitely does differ from what you used to. I definitely say hang in there and stick it out just a bit longer. There may be something there to be had. Not saying it's the be all and end all, and you're going to have lots of sex and babies and get married and all that jazz. But what I am saying in a more realistic term is once this guy comes out of his shell, because I think that's what he needs. He doesn't need negativity. He needs positivity. He maybe needs bringing out of his shell a little bit with a bit of fun and flirting. And I think that if you can get around him in that way and bring him out that way, this could go somewhere. So I'd say lighten up and have some fun with it. Might not be as often as you like, but when you do see him, make it entertaining, you know, in whichever way you want to. So yeah, I'm going to leave that there then for you, trying harder. Now then, I'm just wondering why I've got so many messages deleted from an extreme coffin. Does someone want to explain that to me? Clive? Noticed you've deleted them. I appreciate you deleting them if anything bad was said, but can I just ask what before I move on? Hello? A weirdo? Saying what, Clive? What weirdo's posting on my live chat? Oh, come on. I've got a lot of tension I'd love to get rid of right now. Just give me the topic of the messages. Strange picture talking about a science thing. Oh, for fuck's sake. Right, extreme coughing. You've had your 5 minutes to fame and you've bored everyone to fucking death. You have my permission to piss off now and go fuck yourself. Right, I'm done. Let's move on. Right then. Third question, third person to get this right wins a reading. And I really hope that, you know, trying harder in the future, that progresses a little bit for you. And we see smiles all round. So it always is a blank profile. Right, I'll talk to you about that later then, Clive. I'm just happy that I managed to tell whoever it was to go fuck themselves. You know me. Yes, I will tell him I put my foot down with a firm fist and my channel, my fucking rules. Right then. You're so welcome, trying harder. Right. It's a shame though, isn't it, when we're trying to do a nice thing for the subscribers. You know what I mean? And there always has to be someone that comes and ruins it, you know. Always has to be a fucking busybody without anything better to do. Whatever. So, oh God, yeah, another keyboard warrior. Go troll someone else, baby. So, right then. Let's pick another random card and do question 3. So, let's pick another random card. No, right, let's go for that one. Okay. Oh, okay. So then, keywords yet again, because I think if I gave you imagery, you'd get it like that, and I just don't want to make it that easy. So I think we're going to have to go with keywords on this one again. You'll understand why when you understand what card it is. So the third person, because remember the first question, it was the first person to get it right. Second was the second question. We're on third question now. So the third person to get this right wins a reading. And obviously, whoever is the first to get it right still gets a round of applause. But unfortunately, these are the rules. So, keywords of this card. I don't, even the keywords make it too obvious, you know. I've got to think about this one for a minute. I do apologise, you guys, because it's such a simple card, you see. Got to think about the keywords to it. Do you know what? I'm going to do imagery because I think this one might actually work if I did do it. So let's try this. The card I have in front of me looks like stormy rain clouds. It looks like rain coming from the clouds. Have a guess at what card I've got in front of me. Because if I told you even keywords, it'd just be too easy. It looks like there could be a couple of other cards in the deck, so at least it'll get you guys guessing. But yeah, looks like storm clouds with like rain coming out of them. So in other words, I want you guys to start thinking about the really, really sad cards. Keep guessing, you guys. Still don't see a right answer. It looks like storm clouds with like rain coming out. So yeah, and it's probably something you've never even noticed on this card because the actual main image is just so eye-catching. It's so simple. It's not a complicated card in terms of imagery. It's actually very simple. So yeah. Still not really seeing a right answer. Keep going. I'll give you a clue. It is a minor arcana. It's not major, it's minor. So it's just sort of like one big symbol on it and then these storm clouds behind it that look like gashes of, I suppose it just looks like rain. So, yeah. I'm still not getting the right answer. Do you guys want another clue? Shall I give you a colour, a keyword colour? Okay, the main colour on the card is red. The main colour on the card is red. Surely that should give it away. It's kind of a difficult one for me to do this one. Come on, I need the third answer. Okay, I've got one right, but yeah, let's move on. Okay, so I do have a winner. Stop you guys. Clive kind of helped you lot out there. And obviously we dismissed the moderator answer, but you can all thank Clive for letting you know what that was. So the first person who said it was Jamarcus, second was Christy, but the third person who wins this reading was Lady Aruna. It is indeed the Three of Swords. Do you see what I mean about it was too difficult? I'd have gave it away just like that otherwise. But yeah, it just looks like storm clouds, don't it, with the rain? But it's not something you'd notice straight away because it's just such a simple card. It's like other cards can be quite complicated and you'd automatically recognise all the imagery. But when it's that simple, it's a little bit different, isn't it? And it's like, oh my God, I didn't even think of that. Even I didn't when I saw it. And I thought, you know, there's messages in that maybe even I haven't thought of. So, yeah, it was Lady Aruna, you've got yourself a reading, doll. Give me a sun sign and a question or tell me to roll with it. Go for it. But, yeah. Scorpio, met an Aries. Is it going anywhere? Okay. Scorpio, female, Lady Aruna, met an Aries. Did we see that going anywhere? Do we see that going anywhere? Okay, you've got some jumpers. Okay, I've got the King of Swords in the reverse. The Four of Swords in the reverse. The Two of Wands, I've got to take the one underneath as well. The Four of Pentacles. What's that? Funnily enough, the Three of Swords. Ish. The Three of Romance Angel. Two came out. Okay, I've got let your friends help you. Here. And the other one landed sort of on the floor. What is it? The flirt card. So, to put it quite simply, Master, I mean, I have to clarify this Three of Swords because I'm sort of sat here thinking, okay, is this something that's already happened? Or is this coming in? It's a little bit hard to tell the way the spread's gone. It looks like it's coming in. Okay, Lady Aruna. This Aries, very, very, very attractive to you. I do think there's a mutual attraction. I'm just not so sure that you may be on... yeah, Clive, I say everything happens for a reason sometimes. But yeah, I think there's definite mutual attraction between you both. And I think that there's some fun to be had from each other. I'm just not so sure anything serious is going to come, at least in the near future. Who knows? If you see, you know, sort of casually seeing each other for a while, I suppose something could. But I don't want to get your hopes up. I'd rather just sort of give it you as I'm seeing it. I think the one thing that I can say to you is this guy's got, I just want to say he's got issues. I'm looking at his cards and just from intuition, I'm not sure what those issues are, but he's got them. I kind of want to say, like, he struggles to... he's not very honest about where he actually is in life. That's kind of what I want to say to you. It just doesn't seem like he's very honest about where he is in life. He's clearly got, like, don't get me wrong, I've got the Four of Swords in the reverse with this King of Swords in the reverse. And I do see the Four of Swords as some sort of, even when it's reversed, I still see it as some sort of progress. You know, but in the reverse, it's sort of slow progress. And it's, I just get the impression that your hopes may be up about this going further more sooner than he'd like. I think that's the problem, really. And for the Three of Swords to show up with the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, this is just telling me that you may get too attached. And you probably shouldn't. And obviously, right, you know, on the other side of this Three of Swords is the Four of Pentacles. So hanging on doesn't do you any favours either. I've kind of got the Two of Wands, and I think that this is the crossroads that you're going to end up putting yourself in. Do you choose freedom or do you remain stuck? And if I'm perfectly honest, I think Spirit's saying, fair enough, give it a go. Give it a go. But you have to bear in mind, this guy is not as ready for anyone else as he's probably making out. You know, I don't know, for example, if, especially if he's just come out of a serious relationship elsewhere, or, you know, I don't know if divorce is something that's going on or whatever. Whatever it is, this guy's not over it as much as he's making out. So, yeah, we're dating, we're having fun. That's all good and well while you're having fun. But as soon as the conversation or notion about feelings and commitment come up, this guy's just going to end up hurting you a little bit. And I think that that's the problem I'm kind of seeing here. I've got the flirt card, and I do think that this is nice and light-hearted for you both if it can stay that. I just feel like if this goes any more serious, someone's getting hurt. So, he's recently divorced. Well, there you go then. I think this guy just wants a bit of fun, if I'm honest. At least for now. And I really don't think he wants to settle. Not this soon after that, at least. And again, with the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, I'm really not seeing any commitment being pulled forward. I'm not seeing any offering or anything like that. So I think the best thing for you to do at the minute is, if you really like him and you can sort of continue without getting that attached and just keep it fun, keep it light-hearted, then fair enough, yeah, you're going to have fun with this guy. No doubt about that. But no, Nancy, I wouldn't call him the devil. No, I think that's maybe a little bit too drastic. I think this guy's just sowing his oats, if I'm perfectly honest with you. I think, you know, especially if it's the divorce, like you say, he's been stuck for a long time. He's finally got a taste of freedom and he's just going batshit crazy with it. So, yeah, if, well, you're in the friend zone then. If you can sort of keep it that way and you're cool with that, go have some fun. But I'm telling you straight, don't go getting any hopes up. Not yet, anyway. And if you do find yourself falling for him, either tread careful and continue, but do so in realistic knowledge. It's unlikely that that's going to go anywhere. And then I suppose you've got the choice whether you bow out gracefully and take your freedom, or, you know, you remain like this rod that's bolted to this wall and remain stuck in that situation. You will have a difficult choice to make. I'm not even going to lie. Like I always say, though, forewarned is forearmed. You've got the decision. You've got, you know, the proverbial world in your hands. You, at this stage in time, you can do what you want. So, but just do so in realistic knowledge of what we spoke about. It's not likely it's going to go anywhere serious. So, yeah, deepest apologies if you had any hopes up, my sweetheart. It's not always nice to hear, oh yeah, I'm seeing someone new, he seems great, but it's not going anywhere. Nobody wants to hear that. Nobody wants to, but you know, nobody does want to hear that. But I suppose if you've had that sort of forewarning, at least you know what you're in for. And it's a better way, I suppose, as well, to know when to cut your losses as well. So yeah, I'm going to leave it there. So yeah, thanks, Kay. No, we'll stay as friends. Well, good. If it's helped you make that decision, then there you go. Then jobs are good. Right, shall we move on then, you guys? And I do wish you all the best, Lady Aruna. I've got no doubt love will come your way soon in the future. Just meeting, well, I suppose having better options would be better for you at this time. So yes, all the best, my sweetheart. Right, let's move on to question 4. Again, we'll do random card. So which one am I going to pull this time? Which one am I going to... Oh, okay. One dropped out. What was it? Oh, okay. All right then. So I'm going to do imagery. And this one's probably going to be a little bit easier for you. So, hey, Maxwell. How's it going? So then. This could go in 2 ways. So I'm just going to relay sort of keywords of the card that I've got in front of me. So this could, in imagery terms, I've got 2 people visiting someone and they're either asking for help or they are offering help. I'm not going to tell you any more than that because I know you guys are just going to get it anyway. So yeah, that is pretty much sort of the imagery kind of in the card is 2 people going somewhere to either give help or ask for help. You never really know which is the one of the 2 unless you see the surrounding cards. So it's always kind of a little bit either one way or the other. But yeah. Thank you, Maxwell. But yeah, the actual imagery on the card. 2 people going to someone to either ask for help or ask if someone needs help. What card have I got in front of me? I'll give you a colour code as well. Main colour on this card's red as well. Come on, you guys. I know you can get it. I know you can get it. Keep guessing. Oh dear. Right, cold. Bunged up in everything. Hey there, you lot. Oh dear. I know what it is. I'm just waiting. Is that what you're all doing? Yeah, 4th person to get this right wins. So I'll just have a fag while I'm waiting for someone to brave it. Hey, if you're a really fast typer and you sort of type it in like once and then twice, dead fast. But yeah. Come on. 2 people are going to someone to either ask for help or to offer help. And the 4th person to get this right wins the reading. No, not this time, Clive. Oh, come on, you guys. Bite the bullet. Bite that bullet. The card, image on the card. 2 people either going to ask for help or offer help. The fourth person to get this right wins the next reading. Okay. I'm just going to let you guys know, up to press. I've seen one right answer. Come on. Keep going. Come on. I think we finally have a winner. Okay, you guys. You're really trying on my fucking patience there, you lot. So I'm going to say the correct answer was indeed the Three of Pentacles. Now let's go down the list and find out who won. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Karen Connell. Karen, are you there? You've just won yourself a reading, my sweetheart. The first person to get it right was Stephanie Cummins, and we already did read for her earlier on, but definitely kudos to Stephanie for being the first one to get that right. But the winner of this reading, the fourth person to get that right, was Karen Connell. So, yeah, go for it, Karen. What you got for me? Right, you're Aries and wondering about love life. So, let's do Karen Connell. So you guys try and make it as fair as possible, you know what I mean? Right then. Let's see. Karen Connell, Aries female. What messages regarding love do you have for Karen Connell? Okay. What's going on here? Okay, Six of Swords in reverse. Stuck in dramatic situations. What's this? 7 of Pentacles, 6 of Wands in the reverse. The Moon. What's covering that Moon? The World in the reverse. The 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. One more. What the hell was that? The Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay. Alright, let me see. Okay, you pull the Romantic Feelings Oracle card. What's that sticking out? You deserve love. Okay, Karen, I just want to ask, and this could go either way. This could either be you or someone else. But basically, I've kind of got a situation. Don't get me wrong, this could totally be a past situation that you maybe need to better understand now. Or this is something that's going on now or coming in. But I've kind of got a scenario where it's dramatic. It's a dramatic scenario in terms of love. Getting impatient because someone's not getting enough attention or affection. Someone just seems completely aloof, I suppose it seems. Maybe they're in body but not there in mind. You know, mind elsewhere and that sort of stuff. But I've kind of got the Moon here, and this is what you're not seeing. It's far. How can I explain this? I've got these two here, the 10 of Pentacles reversed and the Queen of Pentacles reversed. So I've got definite financial and work issues. And yes, this is me in the past. Okay, so maybe this is something you need to better understand in now. So was you the one that was extremely busy and not able to put full focus on a relationship? Is that where this is going? Can you just confirm that? Or was this someone that you was dealing with? Because obviously there's going to be two different kind of answers as to how you need to understand this. At least with... No, it was the other person. So the other person is someone that you have dealt with in the past then. Now, I think what you need... Because obviously with the Moon being there, this situation wasn't quite ready to sort of, I want to say, it wasn't quite ready to end when it did. And I feel like maybe you need to know the only reason why it did is because somebody was in definite dire straits financially. The problem is, whoever this person's energy is that I'm picking up on him, you know, someone that you've maybe seen in the past, they were a bit of a law unto themselves financially. Kind of want to say a bit of a flit with work. You know, even if they were just in one job or whether they went through multiple jobs, it was just more like a lack of attention on the job, which created financial stress and financial burden. You know, projects might not have been finished in time. If they were commission-based, you know what I mean? It's very sort of fickle in a way. But they sort of created that situation for themselves. And, you know, not only were they not paying enough attention to the work and finances, they're not paying enough attention to you as well. Mine constantly never really where it's supposed to be. And I'm looking at the Six of Swords, and I'm sort of like a family business of his failed. And dare I say, it's because he just didn't put enough effort in or focus. Because that, I mean, when you see the Queen in the upright, she's extremely focused. Extremely focused. She's looking at that pentacle. She wants more. She's nurturing it. She's really nurturing it. In the reverse, there's no nurture. There's no care. There's no real effort. It's a little bit fickle, hence why obviously this, like you say, this family business has failed. And the thing is, I've got the Six of Swords in the reverse, and I kind of want to say okay, it was dramatic for you, but it was really their drama. And I sort of want to say to you, if it failed, it didn't fail because of anything you did. And I'm wondering if that may have been what was bothering you. Because I know obviously everybody sort of has their own sort of pet peeves and fears about rejection and stuff like that. You know, or if something fails, you think, well, I did everything right. Why did it fail? Oh no, I must have done something wrong. I must have. If you've been thinking like that, darling, no, it was nothing to do with you. This person just happened to be someone who, what was it? Not really. It was in a weird headspace and started playing games with me. Is that why maybe you were wondering if you'd done something wrong? Was he manipulating you? Is that where that's come from? I'm just wondering why there was all this drama surrounding it. And obviously I've got swords, so I'm still looking at what's going on in your head, you know what I mean? And I've got the You Deserve Love card as well. And I do say this to a lot of people, because on the card it does say you deserve love, you're lovable. And whenever I see this card, I'm usually reading for someone whose self-confidence is really not where it should be. You know what I mean? Where you actually should be a lot more confident than you are, and that you do deserve love, and that this had nothing to do with the way you were. This was all him and his issues that created this. And I'm sort of, if you're saying playing games, I'm wondering if he was manipulating you into thinking this was your fault when it really wasn't. You know. Now, what's confusing me is to see the romantic feelings card here. Do you still have feelings for this guy? Is that what the problem is? Is that why this is coming up now? Because you still have feelings for him? If that is the case, I definitely say you think so. I think I definitely want to say to you, Karen, that there will be someone better out there for you. I think why you're still so hung up on this guy from your past is stunting you from moving on. And I think that once you can release this and maybe even learn to forgive, I think that's what this is about, really. It's just about you recognising that you do deserve so much better than that. because of his games, putting you in a guilt trip or whatever it was, you know, it's held you back. And I guess what I'm asking of you now, and I suppose what Spirit's asking of you now is, there's nothing really that's stopping you from moving on other than yourself. So can you release? Sometimes, even though you don't want to, learning to forgive someone for their flaws and just releasing them is one of the most cleansing things a person can do. I suppose what Spirit's saying is that something that you can do to enable yourself, and I suppose to give yourself permission to move on. So I think Spirit's saying it's time. Enough head in the past. It's time to move on now, because you need your confidence back, and you need to be able to sort of look at other people and think, yeah, I'd really, really, really like to get to know you, and without him being in the back of your head saying you don't deserve it, you know, in a metaphoric way. I'm working on it at the moment, yeah. I think I'd really, 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 really like you to sort of just enjoy this time of, I suppose, getting to know yourself again as well. Because I know when we go through these episodes, you know, in these sort of phases in life where we do meet someone who fucks us about a bit, we can kind of lose ourselves in that, you know what I mean? Especially when you're dealing with someone who plays games and is that manipulative, you can kind of lose yourself a little bit, you know, and you know, and you do start to think, oh, I can't even move on, and I'm constantly thinking, you know, and I'm not sure I deserve anything better at the moment. I mean, that's not a bad thing if you want to spend more time on your own, but I'd say do it for the right reasons, not for the wrong reasons. I think if you started looking around and actually noticing your surroundings, you'll see a lot of potential elsewhere. And I'm wondering if maybe starting to date other people and get to know other people is something you could give a go at this stage, especially with it coming up to Christmas. If Spirit's saying you're ready, girl, you're ready. I'd definitely start taking offers for dates, or even asking people out on a date, and just see how you get on. So, yeah, I'll leave that there, Karen. Godspeed. And I hope that you can seriously release this energy and start to move on and get yourself back, I suppose, back on your path. I think this guy deted you from your path a little bit. You can totally get back on it. Right, I'll leave that there then, my darling. And I wish you all the best. So, right then. What's going on in the chat? Oh, Nancy, asking about that guy who was writing weird messages earlier on. Yeah, Clive got rid of him. Thank God. Whoever it was, I'm just glad I didn't see those fucking messages. Anywho, let's move on. So, hi, Jessica. Oh, thank you for loving my channel. My channel loves you. Right then, let's move on. So this is the last question, you guys. And as soon as I'm finished with this one, I'm going to shoot. So this is the 5th question. And the 5th person to get this right is going to win a reading. So let's move on. And Karen, I really do wish you all the best for the future. I really do. Let's go. So I'm going to pick a random card. And see which one we're going to have. So, let's see. Which one am I going to pick? Let's go for this one. Oh, okay. Yeah, nice. Right then. So this is going to be really, really easy for you guys. Really easy for you guys. You're already guessing which card it is. Jessica, we're doing a quiz. We've already done 4 already. This is the last question. I'm just asking questions about the tarot cards themselves. Whoever guesses the right card gets a reading. But it's this the 5th question, so the 5th person to answer this right wins a reading. That's the way I do it. You know, I always start on 1. First person to get it right wins. 2. Second person to get it right wins, and so on. On the 5th question, so the 5th person to get this right wins. I'm going to say some keywords to you. Smug, but content. What card have I got in front of me? What is this card? One of the meanings of the card is smug, but content with that. What card have I got here? Think along the lines of show off. What card have I got? Little bit smug, but content. Little bit of a show off, but content. What card have I got in front of me? Come on, you guys. Come on. Okay, up to press. I can see 1 right answer. Keep going. That's 1. That's 2. Come on. Keep going. Keep going. Oh my God. Fuck's sake, finally. Finally. The winner is Krista Thompson. You just won yourself a reading, my girl. So, yes, Krista was the 5th person to get it right. It was indeed the 9 of Cups. And I'll explain why I say smug but content, because the 9 of Cups is definitely emotional fulfillment of some sort. But this guy's smug. He's got his cups on show. He's showing that off. Do you see where I was coming from with that? So, let's move on and do Krista's reading. So, Scorpio and love for Krista. Krista, Scorpio female. What's going on with love for Krista? What's going on? What does Krista need to know? What does Krista need to know? Jessica, I'll be doing it again. I'm not too sure I'll be able to do it next Monday because I'll have a long day of travelling next Monday. But I may be able to come on and do a Tuesday Funday instead next week. So keep an eye out for it, you guys. Right. Krista. First 2 out, Death and the 7 of Pentacles. Never, ever, ever fear when we see the Death card. Especially when it's surrounded by good cards. The Queen of Pentacles. The 2 of Swords. The 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. The 5 of Wands. For a love reading, this looks very career focused. Seven of Wands. Let's play an oracle card. Let me see. Okay, the engagement card. Love life sending to a high level of commitment. So love's not important right now. Well, no, it is. It definitely is. But what I was sort of saying is, maybe love's too important right now, that other priorities may be slipping a little bit. I'm just sort of wondering, is there a work connection to your love life? I don't know. Seeing someone connected to work. a client or something like that, a crush even. No, there isn't. Okay, then this is quite simple. It's if it's not happening now, this is what's coming in, and Spirit's just warning you about it. I do have the engagement card, so we've got a clear indication love life's going up to the next level. So, you know, if you're single, you meet someone. If you're seeing someone, you're in a, you know, you move up to the next level to a relationship and so forth. And this is just to sort of say, at a time when priority should really be absolute focus on work and priority and commitments, love seems to take over. So it does look like your love life's going to be picking up in the coming months, Krista. And Spirit's just sort of saying, if you can find the right balance, you're going to smash this. Otherwise, you could sort of let love take over a little bit too much and throws things at work a little bit, you know. I'm not sure exactly why this is showing up as drastic as it seems, because obviously I've got the death card here and it's sort of like change and transformation and bad habits need to end and stuff like that. And I'm thinking, okay, it's surrounded by good cards though, so it's mild sort of stuff. So it could be texting someone at work and you get caught. It could be daydreaming, you know, shit like that. I don't know. Constantly sort of talking about someone at work and the boss are like, you should be more focused on your work or whatever it is. Because obviously we've got this 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. So do you see my point? Work effort and focus just doesn't seem to be where it absolutely should be moving forward. And obviously I'm seeing it creating conflicts and sort of, I want to say, not giving up on someone, just sort of giving up on bad habits where priorities absolutely have to be at the first sort of position. What's going on is really nice. I'm just a little bit concerned that you could sort of mess up one area of your life to make another area better. I feel like it's just a warning. Not a drastic one. I just feel like it's sort of say, yeah, don't forget, you know, kind of like a parental figure or something like that, or like a grandparent or something, you know. Yes, that's very nice what's going on, but don't you forget your priorities, young lady. You know, that's kind of what it's coming across as. And I've got the 2 of Swords. So, you know, there's 2 ways you can deal with this situation. You know, and I just feel like that the ultimate way really is just going to have to find better balance to deal with it. So I don't know if you're seeing someone or anything like that, but I've been thinking that I wanted to change jobs. I'm not entirely sure this has got anything to do with that. It's more about overlooking work for your love life. Maybe, because I have got the Queen of Pentacles as your overall advice, really, which is to stay focused on work. So especially if you are in the midst of changing jobs and then we get all loved up and at a time when you really should be focused, especially if you are changing jobs, it could affect it in some way. So again, I still take the message as it stands at face value, whichever is going to happen with work, whether you're changing or whether you stay. It seems like your love life's going to be affecting that in some way. And I'm just getting a very strong message of at a time when you should have the utmost focus on your work, your love life kicks up a notch, and that focus sort of sways a little bit when it really shouldn't. Forewarned is forearmed. You can avoid any drastic kind of financial setbacks. Just take the advice and just find better balance. You know what I mean? If you need focus Monday to Friday, just agree to be loved up at the weekend. Just for a short while. This is totally temporary energy and it'll pass. I feel like once things settle down a little bit, maybe in the run-up to Christmas, work just kicks up a notch, you know, and just gets so hectic and you've got no choice but to be focused. You know what I mean? And like I say, it's temporary energy. Whatever's going on at work will calm down eventually. But for now, for some reason, you need focus on it. So, yeah, it could be to do with changing jobs. That totally could be the case. Anyway, think you've had your warning, missus. And I'll leave it there for now. And have some fun with this new relationship. Just don't forget the work front needs your attention as well. Right then. Nice one, Krista. So, you guys, that's me done for today. And I'm going to be shooting off because I'm going to have a quick cigarette and then I'm going to go live and I'm going to do the earth signs for the end of the month. In fact, no, I think because I've kind of gone over today, I think I'm going to do those tomorrow morning because I've got time tomorrow morning actually to do them. So I think I'll just do earth, fire and air first thing in the morning if that's all right with you guys. I'm a little bit drained after all that. I have been live tonight for an hour and a half and only intended an hour. So, yeah. But I had to come on. I had to come on and see you guys. It's been a while. I'd have to come and let you know what's bloody going on, why I've been absent here, there and everywhere. But, yeah. Anyway, you guys, don't forget the competition is still on this month. If anybody wants to book in for a 20-minute reading, it's just £10. That's it. Just £10. If you email me, my email is all over my channel. Look, on any video, you'll find an email address underneath in the description. If you want to book in for that, email me. And everybody who, and Clive's just posted it for me as well, everybody who purchases a 20-minute reading for just £10 also gets an entry into a prize draw for the end of the month to win a 40-minute live reading, live on Skype. So, yeah, you want to get those in? Get those in. I'll be doing the draw on the 30th live on my channel. In the meantime, you guys, I'm going to shoot. So, yeah, like I say, competition. You get your entry to your draw and you get a 20-minute reading in the meantime as well. And they're just £10. I'm going to shoot you guys and I wish you all the best. And I'll speak to some of you tomorrow because I think I'm going to have to have a cup of tea and settle myself down a little bit. I'm a little bit drained. So, yeah, I'll do those readings tomorrow morning. Take care. Bye for now.